Good evening, Educational Technology 302 and 728B. I just wanted to give you a quick introduction to our course. And currently, this is our course web page. And it is a Google site. In order to access our web page, you should go to our eSpire. In your eSpire student view, you should see that what is due is Monday, July 3rd, the course web page. I had to add a 1-point assignment in there just to get you access to the web page. There's nothing you need to do, nothing you need to post. Just make sure that you access our course web page here. So once you click on this link, it'll launch it into a new tab in Google. And there's our course web page. At the top of the course web page, you will see our welcome, week 1, week 2, week 3, and then a more button that drops down the weeks that you need. Each week has several assignments within there, or readings, or things that you need to be responsible for. This website houses all of our resources, gives you things to prep for, reading, and things like that, instructional videos. You will complete discussion prompts, and that's the next thing I would like to talk to you about. So after our face-to-face meeting on July 6th, we'll have a lot more to discuss in discussion prompts, and so when you click on that, it tells you to go to eSpire. So, one thing you'll need to be very aware of is eSpire is not something that I know a lot of you have used for courses in the past, and I apologize. This might be a little bit of a learning curve, but I believe that housing everything assignment-wise and discussion-wise in one place should help. So in eSpire, if you'll notice, I clicked on 302, but your discussions will not be in the individual courses. Dr. Doolittle created a discussion forum where both of your sections are combined. And so you'll scroll down to quick links, okay? And then you'll find my groups. When you open my groups, you should see the 302-728 summer. And when you open that, it's a whole new page. And you need to go to discussion, the drop down underneath there. Once you open that, my view, again, I think is going to look different than yours, but there should be discussion prompts for you to open and begin responding to. Okay? The process for discussion prompts is that you post your original thinking, looking at the research and the resources that we have used for the week. Your original post is due on a Wednesday, and then your reply posts are due on Sunday. We don't always have discussion posts, but we do the first 2 weeks to kind of get us practicing and remembering how to get to this. So again, your discussion forum is in the My Groups link, and it's the Ed 302-728, and you must open the discussion link. Okay, so back to our web page. I have given you some information about myself. I've been an educator for 14 years in the classroom, but I got my teaching degree long before that. I got my master's degree 14 years ago, and that's when I became a classroom teacher. I've been teaching for University of St. Mary's for quite a few years now, and I do quite a bit of presentations and other coursework for other people as well. And educational technology is definitely my passion. Educational philosophy is here if you would like to read it. It's what I believe is important in the 21st century for teachers and crossing that digital divide. The course information is there as well. The syllabus and course rubrics are here. You may email me, you may text also. We can even video chat if we need to. There is an additional email that I'll add into this site, and it's rsmith@usd348.com. That's my current email. I'm actually job searching right now, looking for something new and challenging, so I put this particular email in here. I will check both. Okay, so week 1, our focus will be pedagogy first and technology second. I'm a firm believer that if your instructional strategies are not thoughtfully planned and engaging for students, that no technology is going to fix a poorly designed lesson. So we'll begin there. We'll look at some shifts in preparing a 21st century classroom to be one-to-one. We are going to dive into Bloom's, and hopefully you've been exposed to Bloom's taxonomy, especially the revised taxonomy. And then we will look at the SAMR model, which is a model for integrating technology into instructional units. And I believe that it works very, very well in helping people start small and grow more complex as time goes on. So we have some readings prior to our first face-to-face meeting on July 6th. Anytime we have a face-to-face, you should have many readings done prior to class. And I don't mind if you go through and look at some other things, but we will do that in our 4-hour meeting on Thursdays. I've not asked you to purchase a text for this class. Instead, I have linked the text for you and given you some things to read. So if you have trouble accessing any of these things, let me know and I will see if I can fix that. During our face-to-face meeting on July 6th, we meet from 5 to 8:30ish, and these are the things that we'll look at, and then we'll do some collaboration. Following that, during that meeting, we'll also look at the video instruction as some ways to encourage discussion in class. And then there is a review for learning and homework, and there's just some things to think about. We'll also cover this the first week together so that we kind of are all on the same page before we move on. So each week you'll see pretty much the same thing listed for you. Occasionally you will be asked to turn something in, and besides a discussion prompt. And as the major course project, you're going to find a unit lesson plan, and a lot of students have chosen their universal or understanding by design template and lesson plan that they created for Dr. Doolittle in the instructional course. And some people are going to use their 5-day plan from the literature course that they took. You're going to actually work as a group in this section, and so the 3 of you and a member in a group will decide which of your lesson plans of all 3 of you you would like to start working collaboratively to create with more technology tools, and you'll have a chance to kind of think about that and play with that during our first meeting. But that is going to be housed in Google. We'll use pretty much everything Google Drive. So I'm going to show you really quickly what you should do there. First of all, it's best to work in Chrome and have that loaded onto your desktop, no matter what kind of computer you have. There are some things that will not load correctly, or you won't have the right access to if you're not working through Chrome. So just go ahead and download that onto your desktop. I rarely have anybody, I've never had anybody with any problems that way. So in your drive, you're going to open a new folder, and I would title it Ed 302, 728B, whatever section you're in, and summer 2017. And of course, if you don't want to use Ed 302, 728, you can put instructional technology. Create the folder. Then it'll pop up in all of your folders. Double click on it. Hit the arrow down button. And you're going to share this with me. And the reason you're going to do this is then I will have access to things. You won't have to remember to share every individual piece. So you click the shareable link, and yours is going to look different because you're not part of my network. So you're going to change this, hit more, and anyone with the link can organize, add, and edit. And then hit save. And then go ahead and type in my 2 email addresses and send it to me. And now I have your Drive folder, and everything you create should be created right here. So while this is open, go ahead and open New, and let's do a file upload. So here is where you would upload that Understanding by Design lesson. And then you would share it with your peers. You would use that same share button, and you would share that with your peers so that you can begin collaborating on the lesson. So anything that you create should open here. You can open, as the course goes on, you'll understand what I'm saying, but a Google Doc sheet, slides, we'll be using slides especially for instruction. Google Forms, Maps, all of these sites, which is what you're going to work through, those are all things that you should go ahead and create directly in this folder. And if you accidentally open a new one without being in this folder, just drag it in there and it's there. The other thing that I needed to point out to you that was questioned this evening during our intro meeting with 728 was I showed you that this is in your groups, and this is where your discussion happens. Now, for posting assignments, you'll see that there's not a whole lot of assignments that I'm asking for. A lot of this I'll just throw grades in for participation or discussion prompts in the eSpire discussion forum. But here in week 3, I've asked for you to share the unit redesign or the Understanding by Design lesson that we're going to redesign over the course. And what you will do here is you'll open this assignment and you'll add a comment, and you will copy and paste the URL from your document, your Google Doc document where the lesson plan is, and you'll just paste the URL here and save. And that's how you turn in your assignments, because we're using Google and eSpire doesn't like Google. So you have to enter a comment, copy and paste the URL, and now I have your assignment. Okay? And I will answer questions if you come across those again. Other than that, let me show you how to copy and paste a link. So if this was your lesson plan, I already showed you how to use the share button. But you can get the shareable link, and once you get it highlighted in blue, you'll do copy, and on a Mac, that's your Command C, and then you go back to your eSpire assignment, and it would be Command V. Okay? Any other questions that you have as we go through this course, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to address that. You have my email addresses, and you may also text me with other concerns. I look forward to getting started.